Hi, Collective. I'm Ancient. Let's see what's going on in love. Let's see. Or not just love, just what's going on. Let's see. All right, let's see. Whatever comes out is what comes out. We have the Fool. Okay, so the Fool's been coming out quite a bit. The Fool is representing, it's like hitting the reset button. I just heard the Great Reset is what I heard. And we have the Emperor. So we have two cards of Aries here. Aries could be significant. We have at the bottom of the deck the Chariot, which is about forward movement, major change. Two major arcanas here. So everything is changing. This is the Great Reset. The Fool, is the first card in the tarot, right? So it represents entering into a new cycle after the world, right? Because the world means that the completion has happened, a lesson was learned, whatever those lessons are, right? Because each cycle you learn lessons about love, family, finances, friends, yourself. Okay. And so each cycle you're supposed to elevate yourself. You're supposed to be you are supposed to transform and shed away past behaviors, and then you enter into a new, which is our past patterns, which is the Fool, right? And if you don't pass the test, if you don't shed away those old behaviors, the Fool can be representing you actually going back into the same cycle again, and you'll continue the same cycle until you learn whatever lesson is being taught to you, right? And it's always about yourself. Even if people are being sent your way, whether that be friends, family, work situations, it's always about you, right? Even the pain. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's see. We have the Fool with the Emperor. I'm also getting on a surface level here, the Fool, someone could be taking a risk. This Emperor could be taking a calculated risk, a financial risk, a relationship risk. Someone could be asking for your hand in marriage, or you're the Emperor and you're going to be taking a lot of risk this season. All right, tell me more. But there's major growth here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, you could be meeting an emperor, or you could be the emperor here. Someone is looking for marriage. That's what I'm getting. We have an energy of someone is interested in marriage, or interested in, no, not long-term commitment. This is marriage here with the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. So somebody is single and they're not looking for a relationship, they're looking for marriage. So I'm getting where someone's going to take a risk and really show you, or this could be you could be the one taking the risk, or someone is going to be taking a risk to show you that they want to invest in you. They want to invest in us. They want to invest in the connection, and not just like, let's go to the movies. Like, this person wants to make plans with you. They want to prioritize the connection. Again, for some of you, you could be that emperor and you're ready to prioritize a connection. Tell me more. So some of you are going to be, um if you haven't met this person, this is somebody you're going to meet. We have the Four of Pentacles. The challenges, I think, with you and this person, that's a Four of Pentacles, excuse me, Four of Cups. It could feel unrequited on your end, especially if this is someone that you know, especially if this is someone from the past. It could feel unrequited for you. Okay, because this could be somebody that you, like, maybe in the past you were in a relationship with this person, you two are friends, and they're still in your energy, or they still come around you, you still hang out, maybe you have mutual friends, or you two are just compatible in terms of like friendship wise. um but it feels like it's unrequited on your end. Okay, especially if you're not the Emperor with the Nine of Pentacles, it feels like it's unrequited, like you no longer have that emotional attachment to this person. um like you're blocked off emotionally. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It could just be where this isn't your person. Maybe you felt like this was your person in the past, but now you no longer feel that way. You don't feel like this is your person. All right, tell me more. Tell me more, please. We have the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune represents luck, right? It represents change, but it also represent the universe is on your side. So whatever that may be for you, whether it's money, relationships, is everything really. It encompasses everything here with the Wheel of Fortune. The universe is on your side, prosperity is on your side, positive change. Um Although it's unrequited here with the Four of Cups, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is basically telling you that it feels unrequited because that's where you're at with this person. But if you want it to be something more, it really is about what you want. If you want this man, or you want this woman, or you want this situation, the universe is saying luck is on your side. You can make this positive if that's what you want. Okay. Or it will remain in the Four of Cups, which is unrequited. It will remain in that energy. Yeah, you can change this. It's really up to you. The ball is really in your court. I think you know that. But you do have this person here with this Emperor in the Nine of Pentacles energy. Now, if you're the Emperor, okay, some of you could have someone else in your energy who you feel unrequited with, and you know that you're looking for a partner. Maybe you're looking to get engaged, you're looking to get married, and there could be somebody from your past coming back around, and they now know the value, or they see the value, but you just feel like it's too late for this person. Again, it also applies to you. You can change that. Okay. It's about you changing your own heart. I don't think perspective. I think it has something to do with your own heart. All right, let's clarify the Fool. All right, I knew the Hangman was going to come out. It is about changing in perspective. It's about changing perspective. Well, as soon as I said changing your own heart, I just felt that the Hangman was going to come out, and it came out. So with the Fool, we have the Hangman. The Hangman is about changing perspective, seeing things from a different perspective. Okay, so I feel like maybe that's what you're doing. I feel like you're optimistic. That's why you still hang out with this person, speak to this person. You are optimistic. And I don't feel like you're negative Nancy or negative Nathan. Um I just feel like you're realistic, you're practical. Okay. And I also don't feel like you're harboring old emotions, old feelings, but I also feel like you're recognizing, or you're making sure that this person recognizes, you know, uh, they recognize the pain that they cause. Okay. And also acknowledging the fact that the reason why you two are at odds, or it's unrequited, or you don't feel the same way, is not because you led yourself to that. It's because of the relationship. It's because of what they put you through. It's because how they didn't um prioritize your relationship. Okay. When they had the chance. Tell me about the Emperor. The Six of Swords. This person knows. They have clarity. Okay. There's clarity there. This Emperor, let's see, clarify the Six of Swords, the Two of Wands. This person can't move past you until you two have a conversation, until they let you know, like, hey, I get it. I know why we're not together. And I take full accountability and responsibility. I get it. I understand. I want to change it, but I understand why you are at a crossroads. So this person gets it. They understand why you're at a crossroads. They understand why you would be going back and forth. They understand, like, why you're hesitant, or I would say cautious. Like, there's no intimidation here. I don't feel like you're scared or anything. You know where you stand with this person, But for a lot of you, it's just it's unrequited, and you can't, it's like you can't force your heart to reopen to this person. It's not something you're doing intentionally. And I think they know that too. I think the situation exhausted you. It put you, I feel like you went through a lot. And so now you're good. Your focus is your health. You're prioritizing your happiness. And you just don't, I think this person wants to get you to see that they're worth the try, worth the investment, is what I feel. Tell me about the Nine of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Hierophant. This person wants to get engaged to you so bad. They also know that if they bring up marriage or if they ask you to marry them, they know that that would throw you for a loop. I'm also getting where there could be a lot of people around them, like if they have siblings, if they have friends, and not but if they have siblings, and if maybe it's friends or family members or whatever, there's people around them that's getting married or getting engaged. There's people around them that are having children. There's people around them that's like moving on with their life and growing. There's growth there, because people, when you have a child, there should be a level of growth, right? It changes you. It's supposed to, right? When you get engaged, that's a higher level of commitment. So this person is seeing all the people around them, their life is changing in a positive way. Like they're taking risk in life, they're getting engaged, they're having children, they're moving, they're relocating, and this person is at a standstill in their life, and they're feeling a bit left behind. Okay. And so this person, they know, we have the Tower and the Hierophant. We have the Moon. They know that this would take you by surprise if they bring up marriage, if they bring this up to you. But secretly, this is what they're doing in secret. They want to get engaged for sure. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. But it's unrequited for you. It really is. We have the Six of Cups. Again, the Six of Cups, excuse me, the Six of Cups is clarifying um the Wheel of Fortune. Y'all, I ordered some nitro cold brew. I don't know, from Starbucks, and that coffee is strong. And so I'm kind of jittery. I'm like, what's happening? I typically drink tea. That's a side note, but if y'all like, what's going on with her? That's what's happening. I'm drinking this nitro cold brew, and it's like, I'm like, what's going on? Um, typically I just drink tea. This is strong. So anyways, the Six of Cups. So forgive me if I'm jittery. That's what's going on. Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Cups, as I stated, it feels like the universe saying, if you want this to work, it can work. There's love there. Okay, especially from that person's end, they love you 1,000%. And the Wheel of Fortune is also saying with the Six of Cups, give it time. You're in the Four of Cups, but that doesn't mean that you can't get into the Six of Cups. But it's really about what you want. And for some of you, I don't know, because the Four of Cups is hard. When it's unrequited, it's hard to get out of that. Tell me about the Six of Cups. But again, it's up to you. The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands, um, you know what's so interesting about this? This person, they recognize that if they can't get you back, if they cannot get you back, this is something that's going to bother them for the rest of their life. They understand that. They also recognize that there's competition out there for you. Um, you know, and they also recognize that if you choose to keep them around, I don't say keep them around, but like, you know, have them in your life, I should say, whether it's as a friend or a lover, they recognize that it's a blessing, it's a privilege to be in your life. And not to put you on some sort of pedestal, but we do have the Six of Wands. That's how that person sees you. It's something about your spirit. Some of you are really good people, like you're good, and with everything that's going on in the world, there's not a lot of good people. What's being exposed to us, without getting too deep into it, because that's a whole different message spiritually, but what's being exposed to the collective consciousness is that there's not a lot of good people in positions of power, right? Especially positions of power. People that make laws, people that make the laws, they're the ones that's actually breaking them. People that hold the general public accountable, they're actually breaking the laws, right? And people are starting to wake up to that. And that's been happening. But due to social media, Aquarius energy, innovation, technology, everything now is being exposed, right? But back in the day, before technology was a thing, before we had social media, you know, governmental bodies could just lie and get away with it, right? But now with technology, word spreads fast, and social media, word spreads fast. So it's hard to now lie to the general public. But I feel that this person is recognized with everything that's going on in the world. You are one of the good ones. You're one of those people that this person wants to keep in their life. Whether again, it's as a friend or a lover. That's what this person has come to they've come to some sort of understanding and realization that you're good, okay? And it's an honor to be a part of your life. Tell me about the Six of Wands. Queen of Cups. They also recognize that I said you're good, Queen of Cups. You're you're an empathetic person. I feel when this person reviews the past with you, or they think about what, went down, they recognize that your soul, like you're passionate, you're intense. Some of you could be a water sign. I'm getting Scorpio for some of you. Some of you could also be a fire sign, a Leo, um or a Sagittarius, Aries for some of you as well, for sure, because we have that Fool, and we have the Emperor, and then Pisces and Cancer. Some of you are fiercely loyal, and you speak up, you speak truth to justice. And so I feel like this person is recognizing your soul, not just you, not just your handsomeness, your beauty, your education, your status, whatever it is you do for work, whatever. This person is recognizing who you are internally, like they get it. And it took this person time to figure it out. And they know you're sensitive, not weak. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or whatever. It's not that you're weak, but you're sensitive to people's energy. All right, let's see what you think about this person. Let's see what you think about them. Nine of Cups. For some of you, it's the Nine of Cups. Okay. Okay, tell me about the Nine of Cups. Wish granted, wish fulfillment. Tell me about the Nine of Cups. This could also represent past energy. That's how you used to see them. Okay, Justice. See, yeah, Justice in the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the way you see this person is that you were in love with them. Nine of Cups. Justice is here, but there was an imbalance when you were in love with them. They didn't treat you, or they didn't see you the way that they see you now. And with Justice in the Eight of Cups, it felt like you were in a relationship by yourself. You felt alone when you were with this person. You felt lonely constantly. This person kind of left you out in the cold. It also feels like, yeah, you were in love with them, but when you were in a relationship or connection, or when you were open to them, they didn't invest back into you. They didn't pour anything into your cup. So there was an imbalance here with Justice. And so now you feel like there okay, justice is being served. And again, you're not like, nah, 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 I don't love you no more. It's not like that. It's just it's just that they get it. And you kind of feel like, I told you. Some of you told this person. Some of you said, you know what, when I'm done, I'm done. And you meant that. And it wasn't, you wasn't saying that out of anger. Maybe you were crying or screaming when you said it, but, or not, but you were just being 100% serious because you knew that the connection was off balance. You knew that there was an imbalance in how much love you were showing this person versus how much love they were showing you back. This person did not prioritize you, you prioritized them, and it put you in the 8 of Cups, emotional unfulfillment. You got nothing out of it. And you're standing 10 toes down on that. And that's exactly what happened. So that's why now you're in the 4 of Cups. It's unrequited because the memories that you have of this person, you wanted the 9 of Cups, but they put you in the 8, emotional unfulfillment. Does that make sense? So now you're like, well, I just don't have those feelings for you no more. Like I lost feelings. And that's reasonable. All right. So what is this person's thoughts in response to that? 4 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. They definitely have friends, family, or whatever around them, you know, um, telling them, hey, reach out, call her, call him. People are supporting your relationship. Not that that matters. I'm also getting they still want to be with you. 4 of Wands, 3 of Wands. They feel like they just need to bring you around their family. They want you around them so bad because they feel like that's the only way, perhaps, you know, you'll they feel like that's the only way you'll be able to see how much you mean to them. But again, for you, with that Justice being there, that's a major arcana. There was major imbalance when you saw them as your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups, and they did not give anything back, and you could have been in that energy with them for years. So this person has to be realistic. It's not just about bringing you around friends, bringing you around family, introducing you to their mom, to their father, to their siblings, to whomever, people that they find important in their life. It's not just about that. It's beyond that now. It's about it's really about you and what you want. Some of you just don't want the person like that. Okay? And some of you are like, well, I don't know. Maybe things can change. Some of you are optimistic, some of you are not. But I want you to know that no matter if you're optimistic about them or you're just completely like, no, we could be friends, whatever end of the spectrum you're on, just know that the universe has your back with the Wheel of Fortune. And no matter what choice and decision you make, it's a good choice and decision. Okay? It's a good choice and decision, whether you choose to give them a chance or not. The universe is on your side. If you choose to move on and keep them, on the sideline, not sideline like playing games, but as a friend, that works too. Okay. So, and I feel like that person, there's them showing up as the 9 of Pentacles in the Emperor lets me know that they're going to respect your boundaries because they get it. They're not confused as to whatever choice you make. They get it. They know the ball is 100% in your court. All right. I'm going to leave it here. That's all I have for you. Thanks so much for listening. I'll talk to you soon.